Well, Merry Marmbus and Happy Holidays to everyone out there. Now is a time of year that is focused on reflection, self-evaluation. And I have some people with me tonight who are going to help me in that task. My name is GymleaderNate. This is No Dumb Idea. And here I've got my friends and co-hosts.
Gibbledang.
Hey, and this is
Gibbledang. It's good to see you.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Me, it's good to see you as well.
And hey, it's me, Dala. How's it going?
All right, guys. Good to be with you once again. How have y'all been? How's everything going?
It's been a good week. Pretty busy since the last episode we recorded, which by the time you're listening to this would be the Christmas special. Yes, day and night editing that son of a bitch. But you know what? I think it's going to turn out pretty well. It's probably my favorite episode so far. Apart from that, I actually managed to finish my Godzilla custom mini-mate. I finished all the major sculpting, which is, a hurdle for sure. I got through the biggest hurdle.
It was looking good.
Thank you. Yeah, just a lot of creative, kind of pumping out a lot of creative energy. So, we're working on that. Doing good with that. What about y'all?
No, I've been good. Just coming out of Christmas. Happy Chrysler,
That's right. Happy Chrysler, everyone.
Yeah.
Happy Chrysler.
Merry Crisis. It's good. I feel like it's not always... The holidays are stressful. This one was not as stressful, fortunately. I had to play Santa for my little nieces and nephews this year.
Yeah, I know what that's like.
Yeah. It's funny because I was thinking to you how you did your voice and just like
wait, when you say play.
Do you mean Do you mean literally? You had to put a costume on and everything?
Yep, I had to put a costume on. I had to walk in. I was trying to imitate our voice, and hand out gifts. It was
wow.
That's funny.
Does your family do that every year?
Usually, so shit. Hopefully, my nephews don't hear this, so they don't know. But usually my dad will dress up, and this year he was like, "Can you dress up?" Because one of the nephew and nieces are getting they're catching on. I was like, all right, they're just gonna think it's me now, and literally that's what happened.
They figured me out.
Yeah, yeah. It was funny to see one.
I've been made.
Shit. I told him just take a photo with someone else wearing the suit
as Santa
next to you. Yeah, and be see, look, I can't. Yeah,
can't be in the same.
Can't
plate.
Be me.
They're like, but Santa is famous for being in multiple places at once. This doesn't lead any credence to your theory, grandfather.
Yeah.
How do you know those words?
Grandfather, granddaddy.
Oh, granddaddy?
Great, Papa.
Great granddaddy, what do you mean?
Oh, shit. The funniest part, though, is before, in preparation for the holidays, I was, to get in the mood, was watching all the Silent Night, Deadly Night movies. And so I was like, now I'm putting on the Santa suit, and I'm going to start killing people.
Nice.
Yeah, I can feel it taking over.
Yeah. But just outside of that,
that sounds like fun though.
Yeah, Christmas went pretty well. Got drunk, typical stuff. And then watched some good movies to try to get in the mood and all that. Yeah, how about you, GymleaderNate? How you been?
Pretty good. Was working a lot. Worked on Christmas Eve. That was a little stressful. But,
oh yeah, same.
I got a couple days off here to recuperate, so it's going to be more relaxing. Got to Zoom with my family. My family doesn't live around here, so I got to Zoom with them and have do our present opening on via the internet, and That was great. It was a good time.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
Did you get anything cool?
I got two new Commander precons.
Saw that. I'm
Okay.
jealous. Did they?
One of them is a
What?
what? One of them's an Urza deck, so it's all artifact creatures,
Mm-hmm.
and then the other one is a Planeswalker deck, Planeswalker tribal.
OP.
So
Both are OP. How much do those go for?
it's
Did
gonna be crazy.
you get those for yourself? Did the family get you them?
No, my family got my
shit.
family got them for me. They don't go for that much. Like 50 to 60.
Damn. I'm surprised they knew what to
Online?
get you though. Like, how do they know? Do they just know magic?
Well, we do we do lists.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Okay.
good.
I was like,
Yeah.
my mom wouldn't.
My
barely
family
knows what
does-
Pikachu is, you know.
I could fucking give my family a list, and they'll be like, "Oh, I forgot how to read."
Yep. That's the way it used to be. It used to be like that when I was a kid. I
yeah.
would give my parents lists, and they would always just be like, "I don't want to buy you that," and so
I remember
they
actually
buy me something else that they think I should like, and then I don't like it, and they get mad.
there was this one Christmas like years ago. I remember it was pretty funny. My brother, one of my older brothers, wanted the X-Men like '90s show, like animated show on DVD, and so he told me. I don't know why he told me, but I told like my mom, and then he gets fucking X-Men Evolution. I was kind of just like, yo,
I remember we talked about
that show kind of still hits though, you know.
For
What
me,
the fuck?
one of the worst ones. I think I might have been like 14 or 15. My family, like my aunts, my uncles, and they were terrible at getting gifts. Very not personal, not even asking. You know what I mean? And it's like,
Yeah.
but they're also in my life constantly, and it's just like, hey, we know you like Legos. We know this and that, but and whatever.
We got
that
your
might be
wallet.
entitled little kid talking or something, but it fucking, they would always get us like just like the Axe boxes where it's like the body wash and the fucking cologne and the shampoo and stuff like that, and like without fail, like from I think ages like 12 to from like 11 to 15, I would just get that from them, and it'd be like, oh, okay, cool, this is awesome, and then
An avocado.
Yeah.
Dang.
What was
think it was
this? I
like-
think didn't you tell me that story once? You got it twice.
that's what. Well, I'm trying to.
oh.
I mean,
I know, sorry.
do you want to tell my
Alright,
story?
I'll leave. Go.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I'm just
here
like,
I am,
Apparently, this
Gibbledang. I
is
like
Dala's
mini
life now.
Well, no, you said. Hey, look, you said the same. I don't know. Fuck it. Whatever. I'm out.
I'm just roasting you.
I know, but I'm just like, I don't know. Fucking, I remember things from my friends. I'm sorry.
I know. I'm
Jesus.
just. This is the thing I'm leading up to, and it's like. It's
Okay,
like
I didn't
oh,
know.
wait.
That's why I was like, wait a minute. I wasn't sure. My bad.
I know this one.
No, you're good. I'm just like I'm about
I've
to
seen
say
this
it.
movie before.
It ends like this. Hey, that guy's Luke Sky. That guy's
Oh my
Luke's
God.
dad.
Yeah, that's Luke Skywalker. Yeah, kid, we all know. What the fuck?
Hey, wait, isn't Bruce Willis dead in this movie the whole time?
I love Die Hard 4.
Sorry, I'm just remembering out
Yeah,
loud.
Sorry. Go on.
Just
proceed.
giving you guff. I'm not.
No, I know.
So
Yeah,
basically, that all culminated. That all culminated one year where I ended up getting 3 of the same exact body washes from, I think, all 3 of my aunts.
God damn.
And like it was like I opened up one box. I'm like, okay, this is expected. And then I opened up the second boxes and I looked at everyone. I'm like, all right, so you guys just don't even like communicate with each other. And then the third box, and I could feel the shame from from my aunts, and I'm just like,
yeah.
all right, I'm going to my room. And that was the last year. That was the last year that I got all of those body wash. It was and it
Last
wasn't
year.
like obvious. Every time I say that, everyone's like, oh, maybe they're trying to tell you that they stink, that you stink. It's like, well, that could be true, but also everyone, that was the gift that they got everybody, you know what I mean? So even my brother and my dad would get the same things, and it's like,
So it's just a low effort.
God. It's like you're getting groceries at Walmart and the end cap had all of these. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
That's the gift.
By the checkout.
Yeah, the CVS. Oh yeah, those too.
Jeez.
The CVS. Oh fuck, it's Christmas. Let me go get a gift.
Yep. Macy's is like that too. Luckily, I was able to constantly just like watch the Macy's gifts and stuff, and then like wait for my time to strike.
They kind of have.
Ooh, now it's
stuff.
Yeah, Macy's actually they have Pokemon cards a lot of times, and their Pokemon cards go on sale from to under MSRP.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So like they'll have like a box of booster packs that's usually $50, and it's like today it's 20% off, and it's like every time I have to like fight back the urge to immediately buy it.
Yeah,
I'm not buying for that anymore. I'm buying Magic.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
If I ever have fun money, it's going to Magic.
Well, I know where to go to get you gifts. Hand towels.
Macy's.
I'm
going to your work.
No, actually, I was like, just tell me to get it for myself, and then you can give me the money. That way you'll get a better price.
Yeah, true.
That's true. I don't know if that's worse and less less personable than just getting someone an Axe body wash for 3 years.
Yeah, who knows?
Here's $20. Buy yourself something from your work.
Hey, at least that's like you get choices with that. Like the Axe body wash, 3 of those. I guess you don't have to stink for a while, but or worry about getting your own, you know. But Jesus, that's so much.
But yeah, my rest of my Christmas was good, and after that, went and picked up my girlfriend, and we did our presents and had a nice Christmas dinner. And I introduced her to the tradition in my mom's family of doing Christmas crackers at Christmas dinner.
Oh,
and
wait, what? What is this?
Are those the hats?
The little the pull apart,
okay.
The pull apart crackers that have little hats inside.
I don't.
Yeah, so
not like food crackers,
okay.
They're like the twisty plastic.
Oh, and like they pop. Okay, that's why I was confused.
Yeah, they pop open.
Yeah,
they just say crack as the onomatopoeia there.
Yeah,
onomatopoeia.
But it's a British thing that survived in Canada too. A lot of people do it in Canada, and so since my mom's family's Canadian and they're all from Canada, including my mom, her whole family does it, and so she sent me a couple extra ones with Christmas gifts this year, so I was able to do it at dinner with me and my girlfriend. So that was good.
Nice.
It was fun.
Speaking that does sound fun. That's cool.
Sounds cool.
Carrying on little family traditions like that. Can we talk about the Canucks for a second in Canada, really quick?
What about them?
Bad mouthing them?
No. So Insomniac. I mean, by the time you're hearing this, we would be 2 weeks out from when this happened. But Insomniac was targeted by like a fucking cyber hacker group or whatever.
Yeah.
And they were trying to hold a bunch of information for ransom for like millions of dollars, and no one paid it, and so they leaked a shit ton of plans for. Well, they leaked everything about the Wolverine game. There's a playable demo out. Yeah. There's a playable.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
Yeah.
Playable demo, gameplay, plot, like it all leaked. Like everything's leaked. It's all out there.
Yeah.
I won't be sharing anything.
I was gonna say let's not share too much because I think that gives the hackers what they want probably.
Yeah,
too.
I did hear about this. It's funny though, but when you said, "Did you hear about the Canucks?" I thought you meant the hockey team.
Oh,
and I was like, "What? What about the Canucks hockey team?"
That's why we're bad mouthing them, right? Their goalie, man, come on now, no.
Yeah, did you see their forward? He fucking sucks.
Yeah. But no, with the leak, I've been hearing a lot of people complaining about the Wolverine game, and it's like it's not done.
Like, dude, it's fucking 3 years out, and they're like, "This dude fucking sucks." It's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
People are complaining about the way it looked, like the gameplay. Like, wow, this doesn't look smooth. It's like what, like your fucking brain? Like Jesus.
It's like, what do you expect from an early development?
Not only that, but a bunch of Spider-Man stuff leaked too. I'm not gonna. I mean, I don't know if it's really spoilers, but like there is gonna be a Venom game. It's gonna be like Miles, the Miles Morales equivalent, where it's like fucking 6 hours, 8 hours. There is gonna be Spider-Man.
I'm sure it's gonna be fun.
there's gonna be Spider-Man 3 that's gonna be split into 2 parts, which is stupid. Yeah.
I don't know how long they're going to be able to keep that going without coming up with some good innovations.
And then there may or may not be a multiplayer online Spider-Man game. But yeah, all of this goes out until like 2030. So in 2030, that's when...
Like an MMO Spider-Verse game.
Yeah, yeah.
Where everybody's from different universes of the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Or, you can make your own Spider-Sona.
Yeah, you make your own Spider-Sona.
Well, to be fair, that is a part of the leaked documents and stuff. You could choose a background. You could choose like a scientist, curse, or, that kind of like...
Yeah, like how you get the powers.
People are saying it's canceled.
Damn, that
I hope
sucks.
not.
I hope not.
I will say I don't.
Amazing.
But there's also there's no concrete like it is or isn't canceled, but people are saying it's canceled.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say I'm a big Insomniac fan. Like I've played I think nearly every single one of their games. Like from Disruptor up until now, and their multiplayer stuff really isn't great usually. No. So it's not like terrible. Like I played a bunch of Resistance like online. It's just not gonna. I mean, it's also years later, and they'll probably outsource it. I'm sure.
Best case scenario, they canceled it because they knew Insomniac wouldn't do it well enough, and they took the same idea to a different studio.
No, that's the thing is I feel like even if they do get it out, it'll probably be like Insomniac and like I don't know whatever third companies.
Someone else, yeah.
Then they're going to be the online people. So that's why I'm like, we'll see. I mean, any game, it's like we'll see when it comes out.
That makes sense.
Nice.
I saw a theory that like, well, actually, I don't know how accurate this would be, but the reason that there are now so many different Spider-Men and like Spider people created was kind of a response to Sony owning like the Spider-Man rights to like media to the point where like that Marvel was just like, all right, we need to take the focus off of Peter Parker and create a bunch of other people. That way we could use these characters instead of Peter Parker, pivot. But at the same time, I think Sony owns anything all of them.
Created.
Yeah, so
that's the thing. So I wouldn't be surprised Sony's trying to like make more for them to have.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, maybe it's reverse. Yeah,
because, like I think that's why they're making like the El Muerto movie and like create. It's like because they can.
That's canceled.
Well, they were. I should say. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's canceled. I would love to see that one.
It's my favorite character.
Yeah, I have all 3 of his appearances.
He only appeared 3 times. What?
Yeah. So they were gonna make a movie based on a character that probably had 3 appearances, and it's all one story.
Bad Bunny was gonna play him. That was the big draw. Yeah. They were like, because he's big on WWE, and El Muerto's a wrestler. He's a luchador. And they were like, Bad Bunny's going to play him. Bad Bunny's going to play him. And then a couple months after that, like, Bad Bunny's like, I don't want to be a part of that shit. And it's like, Sony did this whole project for you. Like, they came up to you and they're like, hey, you're a star. We want you to, like, I guess they gave him a book with like a bunch of different characters and like, here, you could pick one and we'll make a movie for you. And he picked El Muerto and then he left.
Interesting.
Oh my
Interesting
God.
choice.
That's
maybe he doesn't know.
No, he loves.
I guess he likes wrestling, but
he's been on WWE as well.
Yeah, I just like I guess he probably doesn't know enough about Spider because I feel like it's like why like even if I loved a particular thing, I wouldn't be like I'm gonna get the guy I would pick fucking Rhino or I don't know a character that's got a lot going on. But I mean, he also was trying to fuck with them clearly, where he's like, "I'm out, peace out, have fun with your El Muerto movie that doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately."
Yeah, I think he was. In my mind, I would imagine he was like drawn in by them being like, "You're gonna make a bunch of money off of this," and then he was like, "I just don't want to make a movie."
You know what it was? I think it was announced that he was gonna do that, and then Morbius came out.
Ooh. So he's like, you're not making another one of these shitty things with me in it.
Yeah, with me, I'm not going to be Morbius.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I was pretty stoked for the El Muerto movie because Mr. Sunday podcast, Mason, one of the co-hosts on there, Mason, had like a the whole plot. Like when it got announced, he was like, "Here's the plot. Here's what's gonna happen."
Here's the plot. I already know it.
Yeah, and so I was like, I can't wait for the movie to like compare, and we can all see how much of it,
That's
and
amazing.
It's like, fuck.
But the thing
The one
is,
reason
like,
I wanted it.
he's so on par because at this point, at this point, like Black Panther came out, Morbius came out, like
Yeah.
Editor, insert that clip of insert the audio of him describing the
From
El
another
Muerto
podcast.
plot. From another podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll be fine with that.
For more, check out the Weekly Planet podcast episode 432, The Future of Spum, and Best Movie Cameos.
Yeah. We'll find the episode and we'll clip or like we'll recommend going
link
to
it.
that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just
there
so
you go.
predictable. So predictable.
Oh yeah. It's literally like the thing where it's like from what I remember, it was like, oh, he's gonna like have to fight his dad, who's like another El Muerto, and like
Who
he's
has
the
his
bad,
own
it's
luchador
like,
mask.
yeah, and it's like, yeah, it's very formulaic, but like on point.
But you know what? Good on Sony for getting hacked every 10 years. What a dumb bunch of fucking incompetent sacks of shit.
Yeah, it's a dumb idea if you ask me.
Good for them. Because
They're
as
not
we know,
wrong.
last time they got hacked in like 2013, it was because the movie The Interview was coming out with Seth Rogen and James Franco, which made fun of North Korea. I think they were hacked by North Korea, who released all the info about their like emails and stupid plans for like the Spider-Verse movies that they had. Not like the animated Spider-Verse, but like we want to do the Amazing Spider-Man 3, 4, and 5, and like the Sinister Six movie and the fucking all that bullshit.
Oh my god, did you see the concept art from that of Doc Ock?
Yeah, it looks insane.
I thought
So
it
weird.
terrible. It looked
Yeah.
awful.
Looks like it, and he has 6 arms, I think.
He has 6
One of them
arms.
has 6
They're
arms, which is not a.
yeah. Well, it's because they do this thing where he has the mechanical arms, and then he has what look like almost the same thing as the mechanical arms that like are like exoskeleton on his arms. So like he really does have 6 to use.
Yeah, he's like a spider.
Yeah, it was.
It was boo boo.
In the head, it was this big ant, like weird insectoid looking head. Did not
Yeah.
look like an octopus head at all.
Yeah.
And it's like I
But-
think that's what they were going for, but they did not get it.
That did
Oh, that's
lead,
Sony in a nutshell.
That did lead to the fucking MCU kind of getting a deal with Spider-Man. So, who knows what this is going to lead to? Who knows what good will come of that?
I got a free PS3 game out of that too. I remember.
The leak.
Yeah, because everybody's
Yeah.
info got leaked from if you were a part of PlayStation Network.
Yeah, so they were like, you get option. I forgot what I picked. I don't even remember what the options were, but there was like 3 options, and I was like, cool. I think it was like, fuck, it's that racing futuristic like F-Zero, but like Sony's version. I think I got that one, which actually was pretty sick. So I forget what it's called though. Yeah,
Just get something out of it.
yeah, and we got an okay movie with some good memes, video like from the interview.
All right, guys. So
New beginning.
this
Yeah,
new beginnings, reflection, that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about how this year has been now that we're almost done with it. And what we're going to do is we're going to take some basic concepts. We're going to think about those things in our life, and we're going to put things on either the nice list or the naughty list. So our nice list is going to contain things that we feel were fulfilling, were fun, were, rewarding, something positive, had an overall positive effect. Things that go on the naughty list are things that are probably overall negative for us this year. So it's like, so for example, the first one I'm going to bring up, let's do going to the movies. Going to the movies this year.
Okay.
So I think this is going to be an easy one.
Nice.
So-
Definitely nice.
Yeah, I think we'd all agree going to the movies is on the nice list this year because there were several amazing premieres. There's the whole Barbenheimer thing. Like
Yeah.
the
D&D
Godzilla
came
was
out this
astounding.
year.
D&D
It's crazy.
this year
It
really?
did. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
it was like early
March.
Yeah.
February, March.
Yeah, this year had a lot of
D&D,
fantastic
Godzilla.
movies.
I was gonna say, even when I went to a theater and it was like something was messy going on around me, it was still a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I think
So,
I feel like people are. I feel like people are kind of rediscovering an appreciation for going to the movies. I feel like you see it a lot more. Like, I feel like even before COVID, when I was going to the movies, sometimes it would just be so empty, depending on when you were going. Now I feel like you usually at least
Actually,
have a couple people in there. Like usually,
I agree.
yeah.
Last time I went, funny enough, I had went with my roommate before the pandemic, and we had watched The Invisible Man. I think that was the last movie I saw before everything. And unless all the people were invisible too, there was I think it was just like me, him, and like 5 other people.
Yeah.
And this is
Should
right
have brought
before
some
the
paint
pandemic.
cans.
Oh, true. Throw them all
Yeah,
over
I
the seats.
was gonna say there was like a hot minute where there was like not really anything interesting coming out. I think the only movies I would go to for like post pandemic were like Marvel movies, and a lot of them really were flops.
That's
at
when
that
it
time.
started to fall off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this year, like, it's kind of been like I've actually had like I said, I had a good time going to theaters. I've gone to IMAX. I've gone to see 2 bombings of Japan. I've seen at this like theater where there's like couches. I've seen some movies and
movies. I'm a bit of a movie guy.
movie. Yeah,
I
it's
like
been
to perchance see a movie or two.
a movie.
One ticket to a movie, please.
Yeah. What is the best film that you have?
Film? Yes, I like
Perchance.
cinema.
Yes, a film, no movies. But no, this year's been solid. Yeah, I agree.
All right, so there you
Yeah,
go.
so
We're
nice
going
list.
to the movies. Nice list for sure.
I do want to say, I think this is the most I've gone to the movies in like 4 years probably. I think
probably
us
same.
alone, we probably went like
I was gonna say because we've seen a lot of things together.
we've seen everything. Okay,
too.
so Evil Dead came out this year. So
Yeah.
Evil Dead.
Oh yeah.
Exorcist.
I know, I want to say that, but I'm trying to go in order. Evil Dead.
Oh, you actually okay. Well, D&D was like first.
D&D.
Mhm.
Yeah, Evil Dead, D&D, Spider-Verse, TMNT.
Oh my God, Spider-Verse and TMNT came out this year.
Was Doctor Strange this year too?
No.
last year.
Was that the end of last year then?
Yeah.
Because I remember they were
Beginning,
like real close. But yeah,
Marvel
Godzilla.
movie, Guardians of the Galaxy.
yeah.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
That was early. Yeah.
Trash.
That was the start, actually. I think that was like the
Yeah, I was gonna say that was probably the first one.
year.
Yeah.
Scream.
Yeah, Scream 7
Scream 7.
or 6. Scream 6. I mean, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scream.
My bad. But basically, yeah, we saw about like 10 movies. 10, 12 movies, maybe. That's awesome.
Sometimes I think like, damn, I don't watch that much movies because I don't sit and like put on a lot of movies when I'm at home. But then sometimes I just stop and realize that just being friends with you guys means that I go to like way more movies than I ever would otherwise.
True.
And like I've also seen a bunch of movies just because we watched that movie while hanging out. And so I'm like, just being in your proximity, I see way more movies than the average person now.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The
I think
average
it's
human.
the big reason why I've seen like so many movies this year is we go together as like a group or with people.
It's a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Next concept. Naughty or nice for you, drinking.
Ooh,
this
naughty.
year.
Too much. It's
Too
been a rough
much.
year, especially in the latter half. I felt like the more I drank, the more time I took in between, and then it just consecutively, I'm like, there's like less and less to kind of have fun with here. So I'm gonna do naughty.
Yeah, I think I'd be on the same page there. Naughty for me as well. I think I drank more than I wanted to this year. And
Same.
by the end of the year, I'm in the same place where I'm like, I really am not feeling it as much. Really going to be riding that California sober life, probably going into 2024.
Ooh,
Same.
nice.
What about you,
I was
Dala?
like, for me, I will actually be contrarian and go nice
Mhm.
because Well, for one, I could do the joke of like, haha, drinking water, haha, and like stuff like that, which I know you're not mean. But I was thinking about it. Went to New Orleans this year, found a fucking sick ass bar.
Yeah.
New Orleans was fun as hell to
that's so
drink.
True.
That's like, based on that alone, I will probably go nice. I probably did drink more than I should. I think that's the thing though for me is I drink more socially, so I feel a lot less guilty when I do drink, I guess. Though it's like I've been really social too, so that's like I said, I probably drink too much still.
See, I feel like that's what I need. That's what I want to get to, so I can get to the nice list drinking. Because now there was a lot of drinking privately.
Solo. Gotcha. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but
drinking with your thoughts. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's not anything particularly wrong with it.
Misery
if you have it
loves
under control,
company.
But it's also just not particularly a good habit to be in. It's just like
no, that's fair. If you can recognize it as like an issue or something you're concerned, then yeah.
So it's like it's something that I know I can also it's not a huge problem for me to bring to rein it in. So it's like
gotcha.
it's one of those changes that I can make relatively easy.
I feel same here, like in a weird way, because there's points where like I'd be like, oh my god, I'm drinking so much. I spent like a week drinking. Whether or not it's like, not like a week straight drinking, but like whether or not we have a lot of social outings or it's like every other night or whatever. And then kind of like a switch, it's like, all right, I'm done with that for like a couple months. You know what I mean? And it's just, it's very much like a switch.
I feel like it's a good instinct. I feel like it's like it's a moderation instinct.
Yeah.
Like, well, I haven't been moderating from week to week, so I'm gonna make it so I've moderated from 6-month period to 6-month period.
Half a year to half a year.
Yeah.
No, I think that's I would agree. I think also like if I stopped drinking, honestly, I don't think I would be annoyed or pissed really.
Yeah. All right. Well,
so I will say nice, but it sounds like it'll go on naughty.
Looks like 2 out of 3.
It's fine.
Yeah, the naughties have it.
So I also managed to cut back on coffee too, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna have coffee for a couple months until I get to New Orleans. And honestly, just the whole culture of New Orleans, I think I might just, because I want to go back this year. I might just wait. I might just not drink until then, because that place is fucking killer.
Yeah.
Unless that's a bad idea, because that place is killer. So maybe I should drink a little bit the day before. Get my bearings back.
Still drink every once in a while. Keep your tolerance.
Yeah. Don't get that lean drink and then just fucking pass out.
Oh my god.
They had a lean drink?
Yeah.
I had a drink that I was walking around with that looked like lean, like a cup of lean.
It was purple. It was in a styrofoam cup. I was like, Dala, what are you doing? Oh my god. We're walking back to the hotel. I took a fat swig. I think I took a fat swig from... Yeah. No, I took a fat swig from my drink. Or was it that one or mine?
I don't remember. But I remember you took a swig from one of ours and you were like almost puked or something. Or you just like spat it out or something. And you were like, oh.
You tried to talk to me and I was like, Dala, I can't talk right now.
Yeah. But no, I think that NOLA experience, and when I went to New York too, that was like pretty good drinking experience too. But definitely NOLA where it's at.
Oh my god, that's funny.
But yeah. So naughty list it is.
All right. So next on the list is going to be work. Work. Naughty or nice this year? So
I definitely say nice. 2023. I think in 2022 I had a very humbling year. Just because also a lot of different crazy things had happened. I had 5 jobs in 2022. And it was so fucking stressful. It was like a constant state of wondering, like,
And not at once.
Am I doing it right? Am I... Not at once. Not at once. Yeah,
not 5 jobs at once. I was like, you might want to specify.
Yeah.
I mean, that would also be stressful, but yeah.
God, fuck that. Just constantly wondering and working from like a good job to like a great job to increasingly worse, terrible conditions and like eventually going back to like an older job that I work at now. It made me very humble. It made me grateful for like the kind of work that I do and the kind of work that I don't do. Yeah, it put a lot of things into perspective for me. Like not to, to count my blessings, not complain about like work so much, to know that things could be harder. And not to be one of those people like, oh, it could always be harder. Let me just brush off the shitty things around me.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm not, and this is no, like I'm not doing dirty work, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to be because I work in the customer service industry, and it's very easy to let it like whittle you down and fuck with you and fuck with your like mental health. And this year I definitely, I don't know. I didn't let customers get to me as much, I felt good.
Nice.
Felt good. Felt like I grown up a lot.
Nice.
Nice.
For me, I will have to inevitably say that definitely naughty list for work for me. But that's me. I'm kind of in my humble era, getting humbled era right now.
Get a slice of that humble
losing
pie.
a job and having to be unemployed and then having to get a new job and having it be nowhere near as good as where I was. That sucks. That sucks big time. But just gonna keep trying. Just gonna keep plugging along.
Yeah, chugging
and see what I can do. But yeah, definitely not a list for me this year. It was as the ski instructor in South Park says, I was not having a good time.
I thought you were going to say pizza.
As the ski instructor says,
yeah, same.
I
French
French
fries.
fried when I should have pizza. Truly,
Pizza. Yeah, that's the problem. Definitely. That's so funny that Gib, like, I literally had that same thought too. I was like, is he talking about pizza or French fries? Nice. I think for me, thinking about it, I'll say nice list because I think similar reason for like what Gib said, where it's like I can nitpick and complain about things because there's things going wrong and I will complain about them, but overall I think I like where I'm at. I'm like what I'm doing. I was also thinking, I don't know, it's weird to say, but I'm like, I feel like this podcast also is kind of like a job in a sense, and we started it this year. It's fun being with y'all and goofing, gaffing. So
it's like a part-time gig.
I mean, yeah, it's a little. I mean, it's a hobby that
What's
turned
that?
to like a job, kind of. Yeah.
It's a hobby that turned into a job. What?
No, think about
Never.
think about like magic.
Oh no, magic! No, you see,
What?
you don't understand. Magic is an addiction. I'm afflicted by Magic.
Oh, gotcha.
The Gathering.
Yes.
Fair.
Which is
We're sorry,
also-
son.
It's like a
Your
virus.
son
it's
has
like a
magic.
virus. It's something I have to deal with for the rest of
Fair.
my life because there's no getting rid of it.
Is that why you guys keep giving me magic cards? You're trying to infect me. You're trying to get
We
me
gave you
addicted.
magic cards? I don't even
Yeah.
remember.
I'm like,
But see, that's the
well,
it's
Gib
the
did.
system
Yeah,
is just making us do it. We don't
Just-
even know what we're doing.
yeah. It's like you're at nighttime just sleep
Yeah.
buying cards and shipping them to me. He's gonna need one of these. Oh, definitely some lands too.
Oh my god, I should be getting my Evil Dead card soon.
Nice.
Or by the time,
Ooh.
oh my god, by the time this episode came out, oh
Ooh.
my god, I gotta go check my mailbox.
Listener, email Gib and ask how the cards
Yeah,
are
literally. Those are gonna be awesome.
right
All
now.
right, so it sounds like worse.
No,
It
yeah,
sounds
they're
like
pretty
work
sick.
this year goes on the nice list.
Barely, but it better watch its ass next
Alright,
year.
That's a good way to look at it.
This year.
Just keep.
All right.
Yeah.
Now I want to take a pause. Every 3, I'm going to take a pause here, and I'm going to ask both of you guys: is there anything you would like to bring up to put onto the naughty or nice list?
Well, I don't know if it's gonna be on it later. So,
If it is, that's no problem.
video games.
I could just skip it if it's on. Video games? For
That's
sure.
fine.
Definitely a good one to talk about.
It's funny. I thought
I mean-
that too, but I was like, we kind of talked about that at the Game Awards episode because I was like, Baldur's
Yeah,
Gate,
fair.
Spider-Man. I mean, I'm
Well,
down
literally all
if
of
there's
that,
more
yeah.
games.
Editor,
we could talk about.
Overall.
insert the video game episode right here.
For more, check out episode 21, Games of All Time Awards with the Down and Dirty Bois.
Right here.
The
The entire
entirety.
episode right here.
Oh shit.
All right. Video games were pretty nice this year. Honestly,
Yeah,
they were just pretty great this year.
I think that's unanimous, actually. So yeah, probably nice list.
Yeah, that one might be an easy nice list.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I have
'Cause-
I've played a lot of more games this year than I did last year, which is still like not much, but
Gee, brag.
you know, and
Yeah,
Brag.
and I had a decent time with Pokemon this year. It wasn't terrible.
Pokemon
I
was
liked a lot of
terrible this year.
No, I mean, here's the thing. It depends on what you like. You know what I mean? Because like I really like the raid den concept. I was always a big fan of the raid dens.
Mm-hmm.
So like, just keeping up with it this year, and like every time they come out with a new special Pokemon available in the raid dens, I had a lot of fun with that. More fun from that, honestly, than the DLCs even.
You do remind me that Mortal Kombat came out this year too, with all the raid den talk.
Ooh.
no,
Raid.
I was like, wait, what? Yeah, because Pikachu's a new guest in the new Mortal Kombat. You know.
Raid.
Oh, I wish.
It's actually Ash.
Yeah,
He just gets his ass kicked because he doesn't have Pokemon.
Oh, I would love to see some Pokemon fatalities though. That'd be kind of sick.
That would
Like
be
Charizard
pretty sick. That'd be
Burning
crazy.
up people and eating them or whatever.
But that also means
If
someone
you want
like
that, you gotta watch.
ripping Charizard's skull off of his fucking body.
Yeah.
Jesus
out of
Christ.
his body. See that if you want that, you have to go read the original Pokemon Adventures manga.
Yeah.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Because that's where Pokemon kill each other and kill people.
Isn't that what like Pikachu does with Onyx? Like the first gym. Like he doesn't he like was it Pikachu like electrocutes Onyx into like rubble and he's like just dead.
I believe so.
Like
Yeah,
dust.
a big one too is when the main character's Charmeleon cuts an Arbok in half.
Oh, yeah.
You see its
Literally,
guts
too,
and
yeah.
like the
Literally.
bone and
Yeah.
cool.
And then they cook
That's
it
right.
and eat them.
I think
could've.
yeah.
That's what we do in our campaign if we want.
True.
All right, so that one was a pretty easy one. I think it was. So let me pick one that might be a little harder.
Sure.
All right. I think that is going to be Ghosts.
Okay.
I threw some curveballs. I
Yeah.
threw some curveballs in here.
Ghosts.
I don't.
Ghosts, that includes, ghost stories, ghost
Yeah.
rumors, ghost movies, ghost anything.
I think the
Ghosts.
problem is I didn't even have really much exposure to like ghost movies or any of that as much this year. So like
Yeah, I feel like as a theme, ghosts were weirdly absent
yeah.
this year.
Yeah,
in everything.
Ghost wasn't hot this year. Ghost was not hot
It's
this year.
it's not
Ghost was
chic.
not hot this year.
Yeah,
They're
what
not
was
chic.
hot this year?
Magic, they did some
Multiverses.
spirits.
Multiverses, slashers.
Actually, let's change it. Since ghosts were not hot this year and there's not a lot to go
Sure.
off, multiverses, naughty or nice.
Naughty,
Naughty.
oversaturated.
Concept of multiverses.
You know,
Naughty.
it's funny. When the first Avengers movie came out, I remember like being a kid and being like, "Oh my god, the fucking like super excited because of the implications of the Avengers and all that stuff." And then I started thinking of the multiverse, and I remember like trying to explain it to my dad, and like he'd be like, "What the what the? But there's a what? But wait, what? There's a who?"
Was this on your Christmas list? The multiverse? He's like, I don't know how to read this.
yeah, sure. And
How many verses am I buying you?
And so I remember thinking like, oh, like it's not easily accessible and it's not like, it's not something that people just kind of know off the top of their head, but now it's like the whole new thing. But now it's just so oversaturated that it's like, ugh, God, like fucking... Yeah, which could be cool.
Multiverses are rough.
Because honestly, the other day I did think about a Godzilla multiverse like movie, but it's like the alien because there are aliens. There's always aliens, and it could be like you got a Godzilla from the 70s, and you got the American Godzilla and Shin Godzilla, and they all have to be a Godzilla team or fucking some stupid shit. But now that I say it sounds so fucking stupid.
See, it's good though in your head or like as fanfic, but like once
it's
they
all
bring it
fan.
out and try to make movies, it's when it kind of gets
Maybe
muddled.
video games. It should only be video games.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna ask, what's your favorite multiverse from this year? like specifically that either got made or added to.
I mean, not counting the constant love for
Mhm.
Magic's multiverse, because it was like one of the
Yeah.
my first exposure to the concept as a whole. Was like the Magic multiverse.
Mhm.
But yeah, Spider-Man this year takes it, because Across the
That's fair.
Spider-Verse was fire. It was so good.
No, I honestly can't. I'm failing to think of any that are better that I know got. Like I was thinking TMNT, but I was like, no, I don't think there actually was like a multiverse yet set up in that.
Nope.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised they're going towards it or something. But yeah, Spider-Verse definitely takes the cake.
It was just so good. It's just I love all the iterations of the Spider People. I love how they characterize them. I love I love the artistic choices in the movie. Just it's a visual spectacle.
Art style.
Yeah, it's so good. All right,
Yeah, the art style part's like definitely just like phenomenal to look at. And I will say, like, honestly, I feel like because I read the Spider-Verse, the original comic this year.
Right.
And it's not that great. It's kind of like lackluster, honestly.
Really?
It's just fun to see all your Spider-Man. Yeah, it's fun to see all the Spider-Man, but then it's just the villains are like the Morlun villains, which are like vampire people that are kind of lame. Yeah, like Morlun's cool in his first appearance, and that's it. And he's kind of like lame. After
So they have to fight
But
Morbiuses.
they're vampires that feed off of spider totems across the multiverse. Which is like, okay, then it's just kind of lame. I don't know. It's too specific. It's too weird.
Okay.
Which also introduces like animal totems, which is like that there are spider deities that choose one person of that earth to like be the spider person, which is why Peter Parker became Spider-Man. Like he was chosen by Spider God.
It's like mystic
rather than... Oh man, Spider Jesus would be a good poll.
The radioactive bite was what triggered the whole contacting. It's so stupid.
Oh, like the radioactive bite, like put him in attunement with the psychics, the spider psychic network, so that the god could make his chosen.
Basically, right? I don't know.
Yeah,
because there's also the spider psychic web that connects.
I will say, 'cause in the original comic, because that like happened in 2000, like when J. Michael Straczynski wrote Spider-Man, and he did a clever thing of writing it where like I don't know if it's the radiation or like the magic or like a combination. Like it's written, but I think since then they've kind of it was more ambiguous now. It's like they took a cool, neat idea with Morlun, and the totem stuff's kind of weird. Honestly, I don't really care for it, but they like it was fine, and then they fucking extrapolated it too much, and it's just. Yeah.
Extrapolation.
Stupid. Yeah.
Cappuccino.
More like stupid, man.
Okay, come on.
Sorry. That just made me think of DJ Khaled saying shit. Extrapolation. Extrapolation. Okay, so
fuck it up. Yeah.
Social media is the next concept I'd like to bring up. Social media, naughty or nice. You know, your Instagram, your your ex, formerly Twitter. How has social media been for you?
Naughty. Very, very anxiety inducing. Fucking just social media could have me worrying about shit that fucking doesn't even exist. Things that aren't even there. Have me stressing about shit for like weeks. Like just because messages go unread, just because I don't see a profile.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm just like, oh my god, this is it. Like I'm a terrible human being. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, it was just miscommunication, misunderstanding. And it's just, social media is very strange. It fucks with your head big time. For a long time recently I've been thinking about like deleting my main account, because the only reason I use it is to just like keep in contact with friends. And kind of just sticking with my Gibbledang account and just trying to like push that out there and push my art and stuff. But I don't know, as the older I get, the more I'm like, social media is like, even Tinder and shit like that. Like, I don't know. It's just a weird.
My favorite social media.
Well, yeah, it is. It is.
It is.
Like
Yeah.
it's an app
Fair.
too, but it's still social media. You could still like
True.
fucking scroll through people's accounts and see their
Yeah.
updates and shit.
Connect and stuff.
Yeah, and
Yeah, fair.
it's like it's all for validation, but it can be very toxic. Yeah, I do still recognize the benefits to it.
Yeah. I think it's naughty list for me as well, and mainly because of TikTok. Because TikTok is terrible. It's not. It's really, really entertaining, and that's the problem. TikTok has stolen so many spare moments of my life this year that I feel like it owes me like a month back. Like I'm like making an effort to like try and not go on it as much, or like Instagram Reels, just like YouTube Shorts, any of those. Like I just can't do it because it fries my attention span. If I spend a week just like constantly looking at TikTok videos and things like that, then like afterwards I'll realize I can't put my phone down, and I'm like having a super hard time just having a conversation or like watching a normal episode of a TV show or a whole movie. So yeah, definitely naughty list for me as well. It's just too addicting.
Yeah. I said naughty earlier too, because the same reasons essentially. I get like stuck on reels and shit, and I don't know, just kind of like the only thing I really like about social media right now is pretty much just promoting art. Get in contact with friends and other people if that's like the only means to do it.
Yeah.
And then just kind of like seeing other people's art, and that's pretty much what I've been trying to limit my use. I mean, that's why I only have an Instagram, because I'm like, I don't really need anything else, honestly. It's like,
Yeah, it's true.
because I can see art there, I can talk to people there, and such.
I
did
did-
naughty
yeah,
overall.
I need to delete my TikTok.
I forgot I deleted my Facebook this year, which I felt like, oof, that's
Oh, nice.
awesome. Although I'm for my fucking Gibbledang account, I might have to make another one just for like maybe marketplace stuff, but we'll see. But I hate that fucking place.
Oh,
I hate
for
social
Facebook.
media.
Yeah. I feel like I'm never gonna delete my
Yeah.
Facebook account because I literally, I have family who don't know how to use anything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like who like I don't mind them contacting me when they do. I catch up with them via Facebook Messenger usually. And it's just like, it makes it's like my go-between so that I don't actually have to give my extended family my contact information. That's what my Facebook is
Yeah,
for.
I
At
feel-
this point.
That's fair.
And if you're my extended family listening, it's not anything against you. It's truly just the fact that I am autistic and don't know how to socialize with people who aren't talking about all of my interests. So it's hard for me to spend time with family.
They
You're
just need to wave
not
magic hat.
empathetic.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, dude.
You're
Get
just
some
not
empathy.
empathetic, and you're lazy.
Mm-hmm. True. I'm just lazy and not empathetic, and in my own world, and distracted, and
What else? What else?
All right. Next question. This one, just for fun. This doesn't have to necessarily be in terms of whether or not you agree, but just like, we'll see.
Okay.
Naughty or nice list.
Controversial.
Naughty or nice list. President Biden.
Oh my god.
Okay, I was like, what do you? I see
Sleepy
what you're
Sleepy
doing.
Joe?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Get him out of here. Get him out. Come on, fat. Look. Come on. Yeah, that guy, not a fan.
Yeah, I think, I think maybe a couple years ago I would have maybe said nice just because he was just neutral enough and just, like, left-leaning enough to be kind of acceptable and passable. Yeah, but now naughty list for sure. Naughty list
Yeah,
for
that
sure.
guy's a fucking an old fart.
Fair.
Get all the old farts out of fucking office already. God damn it!
So
Yeah,
nice.
seriously. Who's the other? What is it? Mitch McConnell,
Yes.
looking like a
having strokes like actively at the podium, essentially. Like,
Jeez. Yeah.
just sundowning in front of everyone and just gaping like a fish, like,
everyone's like, I don't think humans should have rights.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Everybody's just
Back
like,
in
what?
yeah.
I just saw this video that was laying out the statistics that was like collected by this huge study that was like, we took all these different opinions, we polled thousands of Americans, and we saw the percentage of people who believed in these different opinions, and then we looked at whether or not those things became laws.
I see what you mean.
So they were like, okay, so what naturally you would expect it to just be a gradual rise. The more people who believe in something, the more likely it is that it becomes a law. And it was just 30% all the way across the board. No matter how many people believe in a concept or don't believe in a concept, it always just has
it's like
30%
plateaus.
chance to become a law. And
That's awesome. I love that.
They remeasured it. They remeasured it, only accounting for the polling of people who were in the top 1% of earners. And when they did that, it actually followed the progression of the more people who were in the top percent who believed in that idea, the more likely it was to become a law.
Who would have thought? Like, honestly, fucking, yeah.
And it's just like...
I was gonna say, just to like answer to, I also agree about the naughty list. I mean, similar reasons. I mean, basically, there's a difference between being Democrat, liberal, and also just being appropriate for fucking politics, like political office. I don't know, like, not to get too into it, but yeah, I think
it's like
Biden can also be a naughty boy.
Yeah, it's like, do I want someone else just worse to be doing the job? Because, well, no. But at a certain point, it's almost like, well, at this point, I'd rather it almost get so bad that something extreme has to be done, because...
Like a revolution happens.
Or even if...
That's one thing I wonder about a lot, is like, are we gonna see, like, now we're political cast now, but are we gonna see like a revolution happen? Because like they've happened before.
I think
like that's one thing I've always wondered in our lifetime.
No. Only because the amount to which America is militarized is historically unprecedented.
Oh. Yeah.
And there might be an attempt. There might be a small attempt, but most... not to be a pessimist or anything about it, but I feel like it's just I feel like it's just being realistic. Just
no, same. I think same.
Most things get squished pretty easily.
Yeah, you know, like the way the media can spin it too is like make it like a fear mongering.
The United States is
if
able
they
to,
were fighting for.
Yeah, like the United States government is able to stop uprisings and revolutions in other countries. They don't even have to do it at home. They can go just send a small force with very specific directions to fuel the local cause and to shift it the way they want. That's how much influence and power we have. So, let alone to say when it's on our home turf and there's literally no ramifications because it's just our country they're dealing with.
Oh, yeah. You can like spin it how you want.
I feel like the closest time that, I don't know, maybe there was an uptick in the chances of it actually happening was like during the Black Lives Matter protests and during honestly the pandemic and the COVID lockdown, because I feel like a lot of people became a lot more aware and introspective too about like just the systems that they're participating in and just the world around them, and a lot of people were calling for change and a lot of people were participating, and even myself included. It felt like oh shit, everyone kind of woke up to the kind of world that we're living in. And it felt like I'm wondering if there was just that pent up aggression from being locked in and being during the pandemic, that it made people want to go out and just like get their voices heard even more. But it felt like there was a huge change. Well, it's hard because it feels like nothing has changed since then. You know what I mean? Like there's
Small
still
change, if anything.
yeah,
Like,
there's small changes here and there, and I guess the big change is that people are now more aware of, like I said, of the world that they live in. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like,
now it feels like it's died down. Except for, well, to be fair, it does feel like it's kind of ramping back up again with the conflict in Palestine.
yeah.
So at the same time, I don't want to say, it's little steps here and there, little steps. But at the end of the day, like you said, it always feels like one phone call to the local militia and it could all get shut down. You know what I mean?
I was going to say, based on what you were saying, Nate, too, you reminded me of this video I was watching where I forget the details. I wish I remembered, but this one guy was kind of going on like a news outlet to just talk about kind of like some holes, and I think it was like housing or something. I forget what it was particularly. Something basically, though, when he was doing the news broadcast, he had shared at the end of it, like just really snapped on like, hey, by the way, I'm not suicidal or anything. I'm having a good time in my life. Yep. Just so that way people would be like, he's not, like, if he wakes up dead or something, it wasn't suicide, Yeah,
exactly. So if they don't, if we hear later that he mysteriously killed himself, he made sure.
I just remember it being like, man, yeah, that's just such a like tragic like, and it's like unfortunate that he felt he has to do that and kind of protect himself, and it's very hopeless sometimes.
Exactly, it makes you feel like the world that you live in is hopeless, and that everything just kind of leads to a dead end where there will always be a 1%. And I mean, unless you live off the grid or move to Sweden or some shit like that, But
yeah, they've got their own problems too, though.
But what's the next question?
Right.
Yeah, that's the reason we started the
Biden,
podcast.
Naughty, all right,
yeah,
naughty boy. So,
and you know what? At least I hate Trump too, but at least Trump was entertaining.
True,
Joe.
True.
Oh my God, Joe. God. Ugh, what a boring fucking old dumb fart.
Yeah, it's awful.
Oh shit.
Sometimes it's just like the way he answers questions. It almost looks like someone literally has their hand up his ass and is working his mouth like a puppet. It's just like, what? No.
There is a clip that like Oni plays and Psychic Pebbles made aware to me of he's like debating someone in like a public fucking hall or whatever, and it's this fucking it's a fat dude that's like calling him out on some bullshit, and Joe's like, all right, come on, well, look, come on, fat, look, come on, let's just why don't we just go do some push-ups outside or something, and like he starts calling him. Yeah, like, all right, come on, fat, look, well, look, come on, let's keep going, why don't we just keep it civil here, and just he brushes past the fact that he called this guy fat.
Just called him
That's
Jesus.
So
yeah, I'll send it to you guys. It's awesome.
Oh my god.
And
you were complaining about him not being funny. He's funny. See,
I do love Shane.
That was before he was president.
I do love Shane Gillis' whole thing in his comedy special about Trump. He's just like, he's the best debater on earth because he just immediately will just be like other people are trying to present facts and logic, and he's just like, "You're gay. You're both gay."
Wrong. Just wrong.
Wrong.
Oh my god, what a piece of shit though, dude. Oh my god, I hate laughing at him, but holy fuck, like, what a terrible fucking all the presidents. What's the next question?
All right. Next we're gonna have organization.
I'm gonna go back to the comments I said earlier about like Israel and Palestine and seeing people to be able to organize, go out into the streets, and it's all small changes, but also sorry, I had a thought. Is it our organization on our part?
Yeah.
That's what I realized. Yeah. Is it,
I thought it was
just
like
general.
skill. Like that's what I was like. Wait,
I was gonna let you go because I
like,
wanted you to
wait,
go
what?
like have this whole thing, and then the end be like
political rant.
So I was thinking about like boxes and shelving.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
pretty
what
organized. I have a calendar.
That's why I stopped
in
halfway
every
through. I'm like,
room.
oh wait, I think it's the wrong kind of organization.
Well, that's funny because I was like, oh wait, I think I misinterpreted. But then,
what did you think?
beg. Well, no, I thought it was like organizational skills or organizing the house or whatever. And then when you started talking, I was like, oh, maybe it's like political and like corporations,
Oh.
which I was like,
Well,
I guess we're on
because the
that
last
topic.
question was political.
Okay,
Yeah.
before we talk about the self-organization, I do want to say my
Sure.
sister got me this awesome book for Christmas, and it's the Antifa comic book. 500. It's like a chronicling of 500 years of fighting against fascists, and
Oh, sick.
very, very cool.
That sounds pretty cool, actually.
So it's just all about
Antifa, don't they want to
I
fucking
barely
destroy
know
America?
Oh.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what don't let what your uncle who's from that town you've never heard of convince you otherwise. Antifa's good.
Yeah, he's a fascist, your uncle.
Fascista. Yeah, it just goes through the history of like a bunch of different anti-fascist movements in order to like counter fascist regimes, and it's very, very cool.
To go over organization, I can say for me, I will go nice list. I think
Nice
just,
list.
I don't know. I've gathered enough. Like, I live on my own, so like I have to like be organized pretty like, as best I can.
I would say living
mean,
on your
granted,
own
I,
is a
like-
really good sign of a sign of your how organized you've
Already
gotten your
being
life to this point.
organized.
Like
Yeah.
Fair.
you're organized.
I mean, it'd be also fair. I like collecting like physical media, whether it's like movies, books, games, and shit. And so like I have to have shelves, and I like actually today I just ordered some more shelves for my walls to put more movies up. So
hell yeah.
we got that organizational skill. I got calendars in every room, baby. We're good. We're good to go.
Really?
No.
I was like,
That's a
because
joke.
I know
A
people. who
joke
are
we
like
made
that.
before.
I know my stepmother
Oh,
is
dude.
like that. My stepmother has one
Calendars
calendar in
every
her
room.
office, one calendar in her on her
Mhm.
person, and then one calendar on the wall somewhere in the house. And all three.
I have
Editor
one
are
calendar,
updated at
and
the
it's
same time.
my phone. It's my
Editor,
phone.
cut
Is my
back to the
calendar.
cut back to the last
To that
episode, where
episode.
Dala made the joke about having a calendar in every
That was
episode.
like three
Or every
that was like
episode.
three
Every,
episodes.
For more, check out episode 20, Godzilla -1. Did it slay?
Yeah. Just cut to every episode until you find that episode. Like start with episode 1, and then
No.
Just come
Till you get to it.
I'd put it
Yeah,
on the
go ahead.
nice list. I think I got a lot better at organizing just all my little trinkets and doodads and gizmos and gadgets, and just trying to keep everything categorized. I guess mentally as well, trying to be like mentally grounded for different like projects and stuff that I'm working on. Trying to always be prepared.
Yeah.
Especially like we did. I DM'd my first D&D session this year with Evil Dead, and I think my organization with that was like, I think I did a great job with that, like just to make sure like
that's
I'm
good.
prepared. Even with the New Orleans trip, kind of for the first time I really was organized this time. Like as opposed to like other trips I've taken where I end up like falling short on money, or end up like coming back from the trip and then that following paycheck fucking sucks. Like none of that happened, and it's all because I like planned and was organized for it. Yeah, just it's,
Nice.
the older you get, the more you realize you gotta have your shit together.
I'm gonna say for me, I wanted to put myself on the naughty list for this one because I felt like
Yourself.
like I definitely want to put self-organization on the naughty list for me because I originally I wanted to because I in terms of just like space organization, I've just been dirtier this year, just like in terms of cleaning and keeping things organized and clean. I did not do as good a job.
Mhm.
But in the wake of everything that happened to me this year, I feel like the fact that I like didn't end up homeless, didn't like nothing bad happened, like I made it, like I got through a bad time and I stayed organized and on top of my stuff to at least get through it. Okay?
Woo.
I'm gonna give myself
Congrats.
nice. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna try and be nice to myself and recognize, that I dealt with a bad situation as well as I could have, and
Hell yeah.
it was okay.
Came out
Nice.
on top. Something else I did want to say in terms of organization, having picked up Magic the Gathering, I feel like I not like I'm a little sharper, but I definitely like compartmentalize when I play the game and like always try to like stay organized, and even fucking the way I play my cards, like literally be organized. I feel like that game has definitely helped too.
I love finding the perfect way that you just vibe with and how you put your stuff on the field, and just like I loved when I realized I liked putting my lands in little like 4-land packets and like tapping them in packets, like
and then literally organizing my cards and just being like, okay, these are all the red ones, these are all the blue ones, these are all the dinosaurs, these are all the fucking men, these are all the women, these are all the
physical
people.
media.
I got to the point
Physical
where
media
I can't hold myself to those standards anymore because I have too many cards, and I used to have all my cards always red, like color coded, and all the multiples would be next to the multiples of that card. So when you got to that card in the box, I would also see how many I have immediately, but not no more. But we've done 3, and so just gonna kind of do one more if you guys have any ideas for one.
I got one. Yeah, I was gonna say for me, or for kind of like based off one of your other ones, food. Whether it's food you've cooked or food that you've eaten, I feel like it's gonna probably fall on the nice list regardless. Because I mean, who can survive without it? But just to reflect back, I guess about
it's like your relation. It could be about your relationship with food. You know what I mean? Because everybody has a unique relationship with it.
Yeah, true. Allergies and all.
Yeah, allergies, eating habits, diet, like whether or not how you view food, like mentally, like if you view it as like a fuel, or if you view it as a comfort, or if you view it, as a hobby. Some people see food as their hobby. I think for me, I can't decide with this one because I've been eating this year, and I've been cooking this year. Me and Emily cook a lot of food together, and so, but because of that, I'm heavier this year, and I have a problem dealing with that.
Well, they say it's like relationships start, you gain 10 pounds or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's
like
it's
kind of
real.
real.
Scientists also confirmed that gravity's heavier this year. So I think.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah, so I feel like food for me was probably on the nice list.
You said nice list? Sorry, I was laughing. I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, nice.
No, food went on the nice list.
Gotcha.
I think a big part of that was fucking going to New Orleans. Holy shit.
Ooh, I bet.
That's what made me think of it, honestly.
Every meal I had there was awesome. Which, like, the only tough thing was that, as you can tell, I like to partake in having a jazz stick every now and then, and smoking a little bit of that California grass.
That electric lettuce.
And
smoking the Gwen Stacy.
That electric lettuce, some of that Gwen Stacy. And so when we went to New Orleans, I kind of went cold turkey. Didn't really smoke. And that definitely affected my appetite, my sleep, because I ate like half of my meals and I slept like half or a quarter of the time that I usually do. But regardless, still had fun. Still, the meals were delicious. I didn't expect to have the best slice of pizza that I could like. Ever since I think about it, I could always taste it. I just remember it. I remember the crust, the amount of cheese. Like, holy shit, it was amazing. It was so fucking good. And there were like breakfast sandwiches there that were insane. That were like the best sandwiches I've ever had. I recall those things so vividly. But yeah, definitely on the nice sandwiches. PJs.
Oh, that one. Okay. Sorry, that's why I was like, which one? Yeah, gotcha. But I was gonna say real quick for food, I think I'll put it on the nice list. I actually have had like some issues with food too, where like for one, it is a comfort food, I feel at times. And I've had some like stomach issues with food, like on and off. But I do love me some damn food. Again, it's comfort, obviously. But like cooking it, making it with people, sharing. I don't know, it's cool. It's
absolutely.
Good. And then NOLA trip as well.
I'll take care of it. But yeah, that was a good one because, man, I did make a lot of stuff this year, and it's been so nice to just be eating.
That's one thing. I always wish I was cooking more than I do, even though I cook relatively well. I don't know. I don't cook enough, I feel, but that's always the case.
I wish I cooked more this year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking, I think after this, I'm gonna go grab food. Because you know, I meal prep too, but with ADHD, that shit sucks, man. Because I'll make a bunch of food, put it in the fridge, forget about it.
Yep, it just goes bad.
Forget about it.
Yep,
and then it goes bad.
Forget about it.
The way I get around that is I'll meal prep, but what I'll do, I don't really meal prep. I do leftover cooking, where I just make one big giant pot of something.
Oh yeah.
And have a bunch of like, it's kind of like meal prep, 'cause it's still just a bunch of Tupperwares full of that thing, like something like a noodle casserole that has like noodles, vegetables, chicken all in one. And then for the next 3 days, I will eat nothing but that make sure I kill it all so it doesn't go bad.
I'm the same. Like, I made a soup and I actually froze part of it because I was like, I'm just tired of this fucking soup.
That's
now.
actually
like,
smart. Freezing blocks of soup apparently is like really smart.
Yeah.
It's like
soup is like you can do that. Other foods not so much.
So last little thing to come to here, I feel like we've been reviewing our gear and seeing how we felt and how these things were, if they were on the nice or naughty list. But let's talk about New Year's resolutions, because I'm not one to really believe in like making full resolutions. I feel like a lot of times it's just a really good way to disappoint yourself 3 months into the year and to be discouraged for the rest of the year. So
yeah,
the way I think it'd be fun to look at it is, what's one thing in your life that you would want to move next year from the naughty list to the nice list? So it's not necessarily something that you're doing amazing, or you're like, you know, it's not some great feat you have to accomplish, but just what's one thing do you think would be attainable and doable to move from the naughty list to the nice list? Yeah, you go first, Dala.
Same.
Joe Biden. I'm gonna move him to the nice list and make him funnier. I'll be his PR guy.
Yeah.
Like, we'll have him on the podcast first, and then
I'm showing up at his door. Listen, Sleepy Joe, we gotta talk.
Yeah, wake up. Yeah, get you some caffeine in you.
All right, come on, fat. Look, come on, let's keep going. Let's go.
Yeah, come on, old. Come on.
Right,
I mean,
right,
come on,
Joe Biden.
come on, dumb. Come on, dumb.
Come on, stupid.
Yeah.
Come on, stupid. Come on, look.
Oh, what I'll do is I'll wear like Borat. I'll wear like a suit of him and like, don't worry, I got you. I'll be you and improve on everything.
A lot of people genuinely believe that's already happening.
Fair, yeah.
People,
like reptilian people and shit.
That he has they believe
he's like
he
died.
has a stunt double. Yeah, he's either like,
gotcha.
It's like they're like.
How do you think he survives all those stair falls?
There's like this
robot legs.
A whole breakdown that people have online of like, these appearances, that's the real Joe Biden. These appearances, that's what they call faux Biden. F-E-A-U.
Hell yeah.
Or F-A-U-X.
It's like the evolution of reptilians.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it makes me think of those videos where, look at Hillary's eyes, like, blink.
Oh, yeah.
You can see the outer.
She's got a third lens.
Yeah, it's like, you're.
It's so funny because that's literally all this QAnon stuff that happened is literally just like the culmination of that type of like underground conspiracy that somehow found its way into the Republican like social sphere.
All right, foe, we're gonna need you to go out there and take a tumble. All right, Joe, I'll go out there and take a tumble. All right, foe, you're looking pretty good today. Oh, thank you, Joe.
You're looking good.
Look. Whoa, who are you? Who the hell are you? Get off me!
I imagine he does this next.
Who are you?
I imagine this next.
They're both old, dumb, stupid. What happened?
I was just say, I imagine at his next tumble, he does like the Willy Wonka like flip and stance, like, it's me, faux Biden.
Everything's fine.
Yeah,
it's me. Whoa, who are all you people? Who am I?
Hey, fats. I mean,
hey, fat. Hey, I think I would put drinking on the nice, or I would want to put drinking on the nice list. You know, just to have a healthier relationship with that, to not have it in excess. Also, because I kind of forgot the other ones. But I think that also means that's the one that stuck out to me the most.
It also doesn't have to be one of those we already talked about. It could be another one that means more you.
I guess my general health, honestly.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
That's a
general health. Yeah. Just like fitness, and because that was something that
fitness dick in your mouth.
I do think. Yes. I was a lot better. I was better at having like a healthier lifestyle before the pandemic, and I'm sure there's just that like universal depression that came over everybody since then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's kind of been hard for me to climb out of it. But I do really want to try to get back to like having, like a routine, like a workout
It's like
routine.
it is like a year of. I was gonna say real quick. It's like a year of like training your body to be in like at home and depressed and fuck those like routines. So,
nothing.
yeah. So you have to untrain that, and it's like a year's work, at least a year, if not more.
Yeah, they say that like things like that last like it's like life events that last long periods of time take like exponentially longer to actually process.
Yeah,
But
like as you get older, yeah.
you know what was really the most like inspiring like self improvement feeling I got this whole year? It was watching Godzilla. Like the
Nice.
just like the I think it was like
You saw a lot of you in him.
not necessarily. I mean,
You're like, I'm a
talks,
big guy.
Kinda. It talks about trauma. You know what I mean? Like,
True. Well, the movie, yeah.
Oh,
itself.
you meant Godzilla? Yeah, I constantly
like
feel like
actual-
I need to blast radiation beams out of my mouth.
Yeah.
But
Misunderstood.
yeah, it's a lot about dealing with
But
your
yeah.
trauma and how like you have to confront your own monsters before you can move on and be happy and like really be present in your life. And I think that would be a big one for me. Like next year would be kind of a lot of good, like healthy mental health practices. I'm gonna move that from the naughty to nice.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was definitely a couple wells I got caught in this year that I could make more effort to kind of, I definitely think I'm gonna revisit.
Like prep for.
Yeah, revisit therapy. Regular therapy. Instead of the sparse times I went this last year or did online things this last year. So it's like, I think that's one that I can really get a better handle on, and I see it. I don't know. I feel like now that I'm 30, I'm just old enough that I feel like I really have a handle on who I am. I really am a little bit more cognizant about the different facets of myself, and I feel like it's a good time to really put the work in there, and maybe a little late, but
Never too late.
now is always the
That's
best
awesome. I love
time.
that.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I love that.
So yeah, thanks for reminiscing and talking about your year with me, guys. I think it's been really nice to like kind of wrap up a year that, has its ups and downs, and remind ourselves that, there's always things we can do and small things we could do to move some things from the naughty to the nice list. And even those small improvements matter and have a big impact when you really get to the end of a year and look back. So it was really nice to talk about.
Yeah, no, it's fun to like reflect back with other people, especially like in these topics I never would have thought of, like drinking or organization skills too. It's
The
just like I
real
never would have thought
stuff.
of.
Yeah. The things
like Joe Biden, ghosts.
the things that's good.
Joey B.
Yeah, honestly, the ghost one was a curveball. A little too much of a curveball, I guess.
What it turned into?
No,
We ended up doing
Old
multiverses
multiverse.
instead.
yeah.
Oh.
So I felt like that.
I will say ghosts were going to be on the nice list before you switched it up, but yeah.
I guess quick. Ghost.
Because I think of your dog for one, but also it's like
yeah,
a
I'm so
negative. I thought that's why you put that on there. That was like a trick.
I would say naughty list, because not enough ghost media and
Fair.
some of the
That's a good
spirit
reason.
and ghost stuff we got in Magic the Gathering was lackluster, and I wanted it to be better.
There's Ghostface in Scream, but that's not a ghost. But he has Ghost in the name. There's Call of Duty
Yeah.
Ghosts, but I don't think that came out this year.
That was like 2012 or 13 or something.
Uh,
I was gonna say nice because I didn't really have too many bad experience, like for the opposite reason, I guess, that you had, Nate,
Mhm.
where there wasn't enough. Well, I was like, I didn't get exposed to any of the shitty ones, so we're good.
Now, Ghosts of Our Past, yeah, definitely naughty list for that one.
Too many.
That has been rough.
oh, definitely naughty list too. Yeah, yeah. But at
Yeah,
the same
yeah,
time, a
super
lot of
naughty.
forgiveness, a lot of self-forgiveness, and a lot of growth from there. But
True.
yeah, Ghosts of the Past.
Forgiveness
Ghosts of
is on the
Mars.
naughty list. Oh,
Forgiveness
that's-
is on.
yeah,
I
forgiveness,
forgave
sorry, naughty
no
list for
one
me.
this year. Holding grudges.
No one forgives me.
New grudge holder 2023-2024 going strong.
Champ.
No, grudge is on the nice list. No.
All right, so
But that's great.
it's been great. So if anybody needs to find us, you can always find us at No Dumb Idea, and same thing for Gmail, right, Dala?
Yeah. So Gmail is no dumb idea. Gmail and Instagram, same thing. Give us a follow.
Perfect. If you want to find any of my social medias, I'm GymleaderNate on everything. If you want to check out what I'm up to in the coming days, I'm going to make an effort in this coming year to try and put more of my D&D content on Instagram, just to like show the kind of stuff that we're doing in our campaign. So, yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah, and if you want to see what I'm up to and the different kind of customs that I'm making, follow me at Gibbledang. I'll be posting about the customs I'm making as well as the podcast. Different little things. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make a lot of accessible resin copies of like the customs that I make. So kind of look out for that. Godzilla is hopefully gonna be the first one if that goes all smooth. But what about you, Dala?
Yeah, you can find me at Dala.art for artwork. I actually have some posts coming up pretty soon that I'm going to be stoked to share. It's been like a month in the making, so stay tuned for that. It's nothing crazy. I mean, y'all will see it. But yeah, I post a lot of other art things and often about the podcast.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks everybody, and thank you for tuning in. It's been a great year with No Dumb Idea, and we're looking forward to a whole year of No Dumb Idea next year.
Hell yeah.
Just one more.
Year.
That's it.
The dumbest. Yeah. The absolute dumbest.
Oh, yeah. Sick.
Right.
One dumb year.
No dumb idea. No dumb idea. No dumb idea. No dumb idea.
Look, Pat, here's the deal.